Ho, ho! The SRG has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho!
On the steps of City Hall, the New York Civil Liberties Union, alongside some city lawmakers, calling for the NYPD Strategic Response Group, known as SRG, to be disbanded over allegations of violent misconduct. The city agreeing to a payout of up to $6 million for tactics used against demonstrators during a George Floyd protest in the Bronx in June of 2020. The NYPD disciplined 40 officers stemming from the protests in 2020, but also points out more than 400 officers came under physical attack during that time.
The crux of it is that we have a group of people who were organized and trained around terrorism. They were trained to respond to threats of terrorism, terrorist attacks.
This afternoon, the first oversight hearing regarding the SRG, discussing the scope of their training, tactics, size, and operations budget.
The NYPD last year has spent over $360 million on overtime pay, and in addition to that, they have been paying $90 million for an anti-constitutional strategic response group.
The NYCLU found SRG officers have a much higher number of misconduct complaints compared to other officers. The NYPD skipped the hearing, citing pending litigation, only offering written testimony on the SRG's role to suppress crime, counter terrorism, and respond to large-scale events.
We are deeply disappointed that the NYPD is not here today to answer the committee's questions, especially as we enter the height of the city's budget season, and with so many New Yorkers calling for the SRG to be disbanded, the NYPD has an obligation to answer lawmakers' questions and to submit to the council's oversight authority.
Earlier this year, the mayor saying the SRG is a critical tool in keeping the city safe.
I think SRG is doing a great job. And during the time when we are dealing with removing guns off our streets and dangerous people off our streets, we need units like SRG and others to do so.
Late this afternoon, the NYPD telling us that they have changed the way they police large-scale events, and they are continually looking at ways to improve their policing practicing. We're live outside City Hall. I'm Kalarama, Pix 11 News.